Back in the keep, Mud continues to display his dominance. Kuzo casts more firebolts and is edgy. Craig does more than Willix. Welcome back to Not-Fang Keep. This is Dungeon Derailed.
Fireball goes past the Geist as well as past Brackish or Mud and lights one of the stalls on fire because, some hay right there. So now they have this raging fire going. You did that.
Oh, God.
Calculated.
Wait, I'm sorry, I zoned out. What got lit on fire?
Or stall full of hay.
One of the stalls. Fortunately, though, it is only half wood. There is a lot of stone involved, so fire can only spread so far.
And how far away is that?
From you, where you're at in the stairwell, 40 feet. But from Zach, 20 feet.
Okay.
Are there horses in those stalls?
No. They're all empty.
Yeah, they're all dead.
They're crispy now.
You see a little bit of bones in the corners. Alright, Willix.
Somebody's getting my rage for that later.
Alright, Willix. I pull out my battle axe and my buckler, and I start running towards the Geist, and Craig has reassumed the position on my head, and I yelled at Craig, find some water or something over there. Like, just find something and tweet at me. And Willix just goes into the stall.
I'm just laughing at tweet at me.
Yeah. At me.
Hit me with that tweet.
And then I'm just gonna pop up and hit the Geist with my battle axe. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh, yep, think you got it.
Yeah.
You may have hit him.
And that is 10 damage.
Alright.
And then I also have extra attack. So I'm gonna swing again.
Clerics get extra attack?
It's 11. I'm a ranger.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize that. Oh, so wait, no one can heal me?
No, I have heals.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Would you say that damage was?
Well, no, I rolled a 11 to hit. It's probably not gonna hit.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Okay. I got one hit in.
Yep, you did. So your battle axe connects. You take a sizable chunk out of his shoulder, but he's still kicking. You pull it back out. He just kind of looks at you like, "Is that all you got?" Then again,
for right now, yeah, it is.
He does look to Mud, and
Kuzo
You know what
chuckles.
I'm doing.
Willix is already sheathing his weapons whenever he sees that Mud is about to take a swing.
Yep.
Let's see. I rolled a 26 to hit.
Yeah. You got him.
Holy shit.
And 12 damage.
Alright, so you connect, and you obliterate him. You take off his head, but you also take off most of his shoulder and most of his chest, too.
So yeah, he exploded.
Yeah. So he's dead.
Again. Dead again.
So.
Has Craig managed to find any water that he's now just standing on, tweeting?
Why are you asking me this?
I sent Craig into the stable to see if he could find some water to put out the fire.
So there's no water in the stable. He doesn't find any. However, you kind of start to hear some commotion coming from behind you. You can hear that it is the Worgen. They smell the smoke. And they're kind of frantically running around trying to grab some water wherever they can find it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So wait, why aren't they... I'll do this in character. Somebody remind me again, why aren't they coming in with us?
They're pussies.
Cool. I'll take that one. Craig gets back on my head and I don't know why that's my bird sound. Sounds like,
It's good.
yeah. Also, I just want to say, Jesse, this is your first time DMing, and
Yep.
I have given you a trial in that I have Craig, who has 8 hit points. And if
That
you
bird.
kill my goddamn bird, I will be so pissed.
The bird might die. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
Craig dies,
Just know
I die.
if I ever have a problem with your character, Dylan, I will never take it out on the bird.
You're goddamn right. I'd
I'm
die
not-
before I let anything happen to Craig.
I'll just make it crispy if we have a difference.
I'll kill you, Kuzo.
I will kill you.
Not if I use wall of fire.
Anyway,
I will
continue.
walk through it.
You
I will
would.
walk through the
Just
fire and the
step-
flames.
You the fire.
So through all of y'all's chatter and all of y'all's commotion and the smoke that is, billowing out, as well as the sound of the bodies being exploded and hitting the walls and everything, 3 more guys come out from the stairwell that's ahead of you guys.
Uh-huh.
This time, no instant attacks. We're gonna roll for initiative again.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Okay.
one second. Dylan, are you
Mhm.
able to talk to your bird?
It understands what I say. It won't talk back, but, Jesse, if you ever think that something I'm asking it is too much, here, let me find the,
I just want to say that I'm a totem barbarian, so I can use beast sense and talk to your bird.
Hell yeah.
Oh crap, Jesse, I forgot to tell you. I have resistance versus all damage except psychic while I'm raging. It didn't matter in the last fight, but when I'm raging, I got resistance to all sorts of damage.
When do you rage? Like, when does that come into play?
I could rage up to 3 times a day, and it lasts for like a minute,
Okay.
and as
Which
long
is,
as I continue to attack or be attacked.
All right.
It's,
And
10
so
rounds.
whenever I start,
combat.
whenever I start raging, I get that resistance from my archetype, but I have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and I get +2 damage based on my level.
Okay.
So I think it's just +2 at level 5.
All
I
right.
think level 6 is where it goes up to like +3 or +4.
So the book says, a beast companion, it follows your commands as best it can. So, I mean, I can't really talk to it, but, it's a smart
Yeah.
bird.
You have a mutual understanding.
Yeah. And it moves on my turn as a free action for me, but to attack with it, I have to use my attack action.
Yeah, like a kill command.
Yeah, basically.
All right, cool.
Clever girl.
Initiative.
12 initiative.
15 for your boy.
Oh,
Zach?
sorry, I was looking up rage stuff. 18.
18.
Motherfucker.
All right, up first we have Mud.
All right, so where are they at?
So they're coming in from the stairwell
Right.
ahead of you. It's you're standing in the middle of the stables, so they're about 20 feet from you. They would be about 40 feet from the previous stairwell that you guys came into.
And they all look like melee attackers, no ranged equipment.
Right. Exactly how the 3 that you just obliterated were.
All right, in that case, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at the one in front.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll it.
19 on the hit.
Yeah, that connects.
1d10 plus 2. 11 damage.
11 damage.
Is it a heavy crossbow?
Yeah, it's a heavy crossbow.
Gotta be a heavy crossbow.
Nice.
My character can't use a heavy crossbow.
Well, it's probably like twice your size.
Yeah.
Do you
All
get
right,
2 attacks with
second.
that?
Yes,
No.
I do.
No,
What?
since it's a crossbow, it has the loading keyword,
Oh,
No.
which
never
means
mind. I'll
you can
run
only
up and
make one
swing
attack.
at them. I'll run up and swing at them.
Oh.
I want
Okay.
my second attack, damn it.
Okay.
I got 3 of the kills.
Fair enough. Alright,
I'm
gonna
not
get
losing this
burned.
lead.
rolling on back.
13 plus 8, 21 to hit.
Yeah.
10 plus 5 is 15.
All right. That connects, and yep, you do 15 damage.
Next attack. Rolled 13 again to hit, so 21. Damage is 12 plus 5, 17.
All right.
God.
As with the first three, the first attack connects pretty heavily. You take out some bits and pieces and some chunks. Your third one, you cleave him completely in half, like right at the midsection section. He's dead.
As it should be.
All right, up next is Dylan or Willix.
Shaking my head at Mud's display of dominance.
Damn right it is.
I whip out my crossbow, and you said they're 20 feet away?
Yeah.
How wide is the hallway?
So they have entered just into the stables. Are you asking how wide the stables are?
How wide the hallway is. Like, if I go up there with Mud, will we block them from being able to get to Dingaling Kuzo?
So you won't totally block it, but you'll make it difficult for them to get around you. So the width of this area is probably around 30 feet, 25 feet.
Alright, then,
Say 30.
alright, yeah. Then I'll go up there with my axe drawn and my buckler in my hand, and I'll roll up 2 attacks against one of them.
All right.
That is a 15.
Yep, you got it.
That is 8 slashing
8
damage.
All right, second one.
Oh, it's a crit!
Oh no.
Do you want me to roll the die twice?
Yeah, do that.
Alright. Oh, an 8 and a 1. So that's 9 plus 4, 13.
All right, cool. So you give him 2 quick slashes, and since you're at about penis level, you take out half of the waist on one side.
You take out half his penis.
Yeah, you swing in and just cut off what's left of his grotesque junk. Not that you can see it because he has pants on, but
So he's down?
He is not dead. He's still up. He's still kicking.
He's
His pride is
very
hurt.
embarrassed.
Yep, his pride is beyond hurt. But he's kind of pissed now.
Cool.
All right. Kuzco, go ahead.
Cusco!
Go llama, go llama, go.
Oh, I should say, Craig, he's just in the stable, like perched on top somewhere,
Okay.
Oh, so
watching with
Get
great
my way.
interest.
he won't get in my way then.
No.
Because I was going to shoot over your head.
Yeah, definitely not.
Alright, so I cast Firebolt again at the one in front of Dylan.
Would that be considered an obstruction or like partial cover?
Well, I am short, first of all.
That
He's
40
not
feet,
quite 3 feet.
All right, never mind.
I feel like in the rules, it's not cover if it's an ally, because you can just like heads up, scooch, and I'll like
Your
duck.
ass.
Yeah, I'll duck even lower than I already am.
All right, fair enough.
So that's a 15 to hit.
Yeah, you got it. Roll me some good
Alright,
images.
and then for damage, I rolled 2d10 for this cantrip.
Damn.
Oh yeah, because you're 5th.
That's not bad for a
Yeah.
cantrip.
Yeah, it's
And
because
then-
he's 5th level.
First one is a 2.
Okay.
Right on.
Second one's a 9.
29, my favorite.
Wait,
No, 11.
there you go.
Oh man. All right. So your spell connects. Your fireball. It was a fireball, right?
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
I can do it as many times as I want.
All right.
Fireball. You can only do like 3 times.
Yeah, so I'm saving it.
All right. So it connects. It hits him in the chest, above where Willix is. You didn't really have to duck out of the way of that one. He just kind of stood up, and a flame went over him. hits him, and it kind of like goes into him a little bit, and then the flames spread out over him, and he just collapses in front of Dylan.
Gay ass.
Nice and
Which
crispy.
didn't collapse onto Dylan.
That's true. He collapsed backwards. So
He would have felt penis first in there.
Ooh.
Lack thereof.
all right. So
Black there. Yeah.
Geist number 3.
It gets to their turn and there's one left. Every
Right.
time.
Mm-hmm. It's probably a good thing too because they have something called mob tactic.
Oh,
You know?
God.
Yeah. So they would be getting advantage rolls on all their attacks, but
that's
they're
good.
all dead.
Yeah, thank you, Bracket.
Well, they were dead to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've just ceased to be sentient now.
Wait, Dylan, had you gone through with being a cleric, you could have cheesed a lot of this dungeon.
Yeah, no.
Is that why you did it?
No, I thought we were doing Scarlet Halls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I said
changed
that
it
weird,
last
didn't I?
minute. You did.
Ugh. Continue.
All right, so the third Geist, he was a little bit back, a little bit away from the first two that you guys took care of. So he
That was the
looked,
lucky one.
yeah, he looks at Willick and he tries so desperately to make this frantic leap at you, Dylan. But when he pushes off, his legs don't really go anywhere, so he kind of falls flat on his face.
Did you roll a 1?
Yep, he did.
The arthritis really got me.
And he has to spend the rest of his turn standing back up, essentially.
Oh, he's gonna get cut in half.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Go ahead, Mud.
Willix starts to sheath his weapons.
Kuzo starts to approach.
Real quick, from behind you guys, the Worgen are actually moving into the stable as as Mud is about to destroy this last Geist. And you can see that they're carrying pails of water.
Craig looks just really disinterested.
Somebody's always got to ruin the fun. I say as I see them coming to put the fire out.
All right.
I roll an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
All right, well, it's not that much. Only 11 damage.
Oh, good. That's over half of his health. Go ahead.
And now I'm rolling to hit for the second one. 21 to hit.
Yeah, you got it.
I go for the big spin for the decapitating blow, and I swing for another 11 damage.
Yeah. You spin around, you decapitate him, and you keep spinning, and then you take off another section of his shoulder, and yep, he's gone. Nothing left.
Bits and pieces.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna, as he dies, I'm gonna look back to the Worgen. And thank you, guys. Thank you for putting that out. Total accident. No one's fault. Especially not the fire wizards.
At least they're good for something.
It was a miscalculation.
Man, you guys make it really hard to stay on good terms with people. Y'all go back. We got this.
Ivar,
What are they gonna do? Not pay us?
the pack leader, just kind of listens to all of y'all's banter. And it's just like, y'all go ahead and take care of this. My boys and I will take care of this. I'll catch up to y'all.
Well, I mean, it's just a fire. It's not like it's gonna occupy all of your time, right? Like, just one bucket.
I mean,
it's out.
it's controlled. Actually, I mean, it's surrounded by
Like,
Whole
stone.
stall is gone.
Yeah, this is
We
stupid.
can we can
Craig,
we
come
can
on.
deal with a loss of wood.
Craig
There
flies
is-
onto my head. We start walking.
Yeah. All right, so the stairwell in front of you, it goes up probably about 5 feet, and then it immediately turns left. You walk on up into what is basically the walkway that is over the gatehouse. So there's windows looking into the courtyard, but there's also windows on the other side to your left looking outside of the keep where you guys first walked up past the bridge and everything, so you can see the forest and everything below.
Okay.
Ahead, so you enter this hallway, and about 50 feet down, let's get 40 feet down, you can see that there's a door on the back corner on the right. It's closed, and it looks like it's bolted shut.
Like from this side?
Yes, bolting is not the right word. What do you call that when they have the wooden
Barred.
plank? Barred.
Barricaded.
Yeah.
Barred. I guess barred is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
Is it a
barred.
wooden door?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It's barred from this side. At the same time, halfway into the gatehouse, the hallway that you guys are in, there's
the
also
balcony sort of thing?
Yeah.
A foyer.
There's another opening that opens up on the left. You can't really see into it, but you know that it's there. Zach, since you are, what did you call that? What did you say that was? Danger sense. You have danger sense, sir.
Danger, Will Rogers.
It's my bear sense.
Yeah. You feel this tingling coming down all the way into your loins, and you just
Don't make the bear gay joke.
you get this
Nice.
weird feeling coming from down there. How do you proceed?
So you said there's windows facing both ways, one into the
Yes.
courtyard.
Yes.
I'm gonna peek, hardcore peek out
So
of that
jump.
window.
You're gonna jump up there and look.
Well, I'm gonna peek. Do I need to roll a stealth check?
I can lift you up if you need it.
No. I'm trying to be stealthy here, Mud. I don't need you just boom, boom, boom over to that window. I got this.
Shall I get you a box?
I'm just saying it could be a lot easier.
I'll be right back. I gotta turn the light off.
Alright.
Wow.
Should I continue
That's
without Jackson?
impressive.
I mean, if he's turning a light off.
I don't like his new character.
I did like BJ, I will admit.
Who didn't?
Alright.
I couldn't get past the Scottish accent and the Goku hair.
I forgot about the Goku hair.
The light, but mine was on in the house.
Nice.
That's okay. We were just shit talking you behind your back.
I figured as much.
Damn it,
because
Zach.
I'm gonna
Such
make
an
my
asshole.
my edgy voice my everyday voice now.
Alright, Willix, so you kind of go over there, and if you stand on your tiptoes, you can barely see out of the bottom of the window.
I get it. I'm short.
Yeah, you're very short.
Like a toddler.
I could remedy this situation.
I hold a middle finger behind myself as I peek.
In the courtyard, on the left side, you can see where there's a stair, some open-faced stairs. It's not really a stairwell; it's just stairs leading down into the courtyard from the hallway that y'all are in, from the barred door. That's what it is. In the middle of the courtyard, you see this ruined fountain. There's a statue of a guy on top of it. He looks very regal, very authoritative, very douchebaggery kind of guy.
Real prick.
Yeah.
I just pictured like short khaki shorts with long socks and some tennis shoes.
Solo cup in hand. Yep.
That needs to die right now. If you're out there and you wear that,
Unless you listen to our show. Keep listening.
You're fine.
No.
Because you're cool.
don't care. Just stop doing it. Stop doing that thing you're doing. You keep
Socks
listening to the
with
show.
Crocs.
Just know, if you wear long socks with tennis shoes and shorts, I hate your guts.
Mud will
Socks-
find you, and he will
Socks with
obliterate you.
Crocs is fine.
Just
Socks with Crocs.
imagine waking up to a gigantic half orc in your closet with a great axe,
He is fucking
eyes
Michael
glowing
Myers.
red with blood rage.
The shape will haunt you.
All right, so in the rest of the courtyard, or to describe the rest of the courtyard, at the back, you see some more stables, but these kind of look more official. You would assume that these would be where the nobles' horses would be, or the high-ranking officials, or the commanders, or whoever would be visiting this keep would keep their horses.
Gotcha. Okay.
To the right of that is a spire.
Nothing bad ever happens in a spire.
Well, half of it's ruined, so you can't really get into it. So at the base of the spire, there's an open doorway. You can't see into it. You just know that the doorway is there. To the right of that, there's a ramp that looks like it would lead up to the ramparts, but the spire has kind of collapsed over due to neglect. I don't know, maybe if there was a major battle. You don't really know what happened, but you can't go up that ramp, and you can't get to the top of the spire.
So no baddies in the courtyard?
That's what I was getting to next.
Got it.
Yep. So in the courtyard itself, you see two ghostly figures. They're kind of wandering around, and it looks like they're trying to pick up some of the debris that's in the courtyard and tidy it up, but they can't seem to
I
get there.
remember those things.
Yeah. They're not really doing anything, if that makes any sense. They're just mindlessly trying. There's also this massive horror that is standing in the middle of it. And again, your characters would recognize it, and Zach and Dylan, you would recognize it. Jackson, I don't think you would, so I'll go ahead and describe it. It's what you find in Northrend. Call them horrors. They stand upright. In the game, WoW, their standing motion is their arm falls off, and they reach over, pick it up, and put it back on. I don't know if you guys remember that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
wait, it's more like the shambling horrors, or is it more like one of the flesh horrors?
More like a shambling horror.
All right,
Okay,
I'll look
just
this
saying.
up.
Yeah, it basically thinks zombie on steroids.
So,
Yeah.
beefy boy.
Yeah, beefy
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
Okay, so one of those and two ghosts.
Yeah, the horror is kind of, he's walking around the fountain aimlessly.
Okay.
None of them seem to notice you. If they did notice you, honestly, you're not even sure if they would care, because they can't get into the area. The door's barred.
Gotcha.
Well,
Okay.
they can't get into it until I cast Firebolt on the wooden door.
Or we could just
Dare.
we could lift the wood on it.
No,
You
I
could
see
do
the
that.
wooden door from across the room, but I cast Firebolt.
No, don't.
How low is your
Alright.
intelligence?
My
Give me a number.
intelligence is at 12, okay?
Zach, you're playing a barbarian. You can't
I'm
talk.
smarter than you.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
smarter than you.
Alright, let's see. I'm rolling to hit the door.
All right.
So that's a 10.
You hit the wall next to the door.
Fuck.
What is this door's armor class?
What is the door's AC? Come on. Give me a chance.
No, I love it.
Admittingly, you are 50 feet away.
It was a
door
long
alone.
shot, okay? It was a long shot.
So, is that the only way to move, or you said there's another?
Yeah,
Area.
there's another hallway that extends out into the left. It's probably about 40 feet from you guys, 10 feet from the door itself that Jackson just tried to obliterate. And like I said, Zach gets a weird tingly sensation from that way.
Did the
Right.
Does
So-
he tell us?
did the firebolt hitting the wall alert anything?
Not to your knowledge.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
have
let
to
you
hit
guys know that there's I don't know how to do this in character because I'm not very good at it, but I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm sensing something from there, but there's a level of anticipation in my voice,
Weird thing
like
that way.
excitement.
Great.
All right, cool.
I'm glad.
Let's go then. Shrugging off my numerous misses already. Keeping my pride intact.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop over there and put my head around the corner
All right. So,
because obviously I can't sneak. Mud.
So you don't need me to lift you up to see around the corner of the door.
You know, do you want to just die? Maybe.
I mean,
Shut up or I'll cook
it's a
you
good
both.
death.
Sweet Lord. Why am I
I
traveling?
whip out my heavy crossbow and aim it at that guy.
Why am I
I hold a
traveling
fireball in my
with
hand.
the two most confrontational ass motherfuckers and my bird? You're stressing out my bird, guys. Come on.
Pays good. That's why you're traveling with us.
No, I'm traveling with you, Kuzo, because you burned my stuff that one time. You remember that? You remember that? I got kicked out of the guild for that.
I owe you one. You're right.
I'm not saying I hold a grudge, but fuck you. And Craig goes when I say that.
I look at him while still holding a ball of fire.
So yeah, I put my head around the corner. What's over there?
Alright, you see a dead guy looking at you. All three of you, like, what the actual fuck are y'all talking about? Alright, roll for initiative.
Oh god, you look over.
It's just a dead guy.
Well, your characters know that it's Baron Ashbury. So.
Okay.
Oh, it's the Baron?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm right there.
Yep.
Good.
And I rolled a 3!
I rolled a 6, baby.
I rolled a 20.
You know what, Zach? You need to roll bad soon.
Here, let me just roll it just for posterity's
Or you're
sake.
off the podcast.
I rolled a 5. There you go.
Yeah, you rolled a 5 when it didn't matter.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'm just putting out good intention into the universe. I'm doing some positive visualization, and the universe is rewarding me, and you're just jealous.
Look, I'm going to say one thing, and then we're going to get this going. Alright? If you one-shot this boss, Zach, I'm going to be not so mad. I'm actually going to be okay with it, actually.
I would have shoot
Alright,
a fireball at him.
I'll roll a D100. We'll see how that goes.
Jeez, how do you do that?
99.
2d10s.
With an app.
That app. I have that somehow. Somewhere. I don't know what happened to it.
I rolled an
Wait,
86.
You haven't... Alright, so Jesse, what's going on?
You go first. You're 20. Yeah. So, he's
How
there.
far away?
He is 5 feet from Willix, and I would assume that you were standing right behind him, so he's probably about 6 feet from you. You can see he has... let me describe him real quick for visual sake. He's undead, clearly. You can see bits of rotting flesh not falling off him, but on him. He has dark black gown on. It's not quite robe. It's more like leather pants, leather shirt, a short cape, and a bit of a witch top hat, kind of like what you see in Harry Potter, the sorting hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As barons do.
Yeah. He has a small scepter in his hand. It doesn't really look that menacing.
So honestly, those two may not even know he's there at first, but I just yelled, "Oh, Baron!" and kind of fall back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I somehow rush into the room without thinking about it.
Yeah.
You did that last time, didn't you?
You catch him by surprise.
Well,
who's trying to catch
I knew
the
there were
cop.
3 up there. And now I know there's a Baron in there, so I gotta go in and kill it.
Yeah.
I start to approach.
All right.
Alright, so I'm going first.
Yes, sir.
Is he within 40 feet of me?
He's 6
Or-
feet from
I'm running up to him.
you. All right. You kind of take 3 steps, and you're there.
3
I'm
moderate.
sure I could make it in 2.
You had to
All
take
right.
3 because you had to take this weird half step over Willix.
Oh, yeah.
Willix, you see everything under that loincloth.
Oh, I've seen it many times before. I'm not surprised anymore.
Yeah, sometimes you swing a little violently, it slips out the side.
Gross.
He's a different species, there's no jealousy here. Alright, so 13 to hit plus 8, so 21.
All right. Yeah, that connects.
9 plus 5 is 14 damage. And
Go
for
ahead.
my next trick, I attack again. 13 plus 8 is 21 to hit.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh my
you connect.
God.
I rolled 12 on the damage table with my plus 5 to the damage, and that's 17 damage.
Cool. So you take these 2 massive lumbering strikes at him. This dude's a little bit more resilient than the Geist. He doesn't shrug off your attacks. They definitely connect. They definitely take some chunks of flesh out with him. But clearly he's still ready and able.
He's not bloodied, right?
Right. He's not blooded. Jackson, you're up.
Oh, so the Baron rolled lower than me?
He did, actually.
Oh, boy. Alright, so, I kind of peer out from behind the corner. And this time I cast Lightning Bolt.
Cool.
Okay.
Wait, is that gonna hit Mud?
Oh, there's mud in my way. I tell him to step outside.
Well, here, you can move
Step
to...
outside. I mean, I can leave. Yeah, good luck.
He just leaves.
It's a pretty sizable opening that they're standing in.
Alright, I moved to a position where I can safely cast Thunderbolt.
Right.
And then
Does that, like, shoot lightning out of your hands?
a stroke of lightning 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out from me in a direction I choose.
Oh, okay.
He must do a dexterity saving throw.
Go ahead, the Senate.
How do I do this? That.
No, Jesse, you roll it.
Yeah.
Jesse roll it, then what do I do?
You just sit there and look pretty.
Yeah, so he beats it.
Alright, so
Alright.
he takes
Yeah.
half damage.
Half damage.
Half as much. So I will roll 4d6 then.
Mm-hmm. And then you'll half it.
Well,
just
no, I
want
would
you
roll
guys to know-
8d6 and half it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Alright. Here, I'll roll 3 at once to speed this up.
I just want you guys to know I remember this fight, so I need you to kill this guy soon.
Alright, so that's 10 on the first 3. It's another 10 on the second 3.
And then
Alright.
2
More
more?
die.
Yeah.
And then that is 3 on those last 2. So that's 23 damage. Let's say... God damn it. Let's say 11.
Yeah. Rounds
Yeah.
down.
11 damage.
11 damage. Not bad for this 5 foot wide lightning bolt coming out of my person.
Yeah.
100 feet long, too.
I know, that's the best part.
You'd think that would deal more damage than just some big guy with an axe.
Yeah.
Well, had he missed the saving throw.
Yeah. So,
I still would have done more.
the wizard hat was kind of your first clue, but he is very proficient in magics.
Figured.
Hence the reason why he kind of shrugged this off. The damage, though, the lightning bolt does connect. It does do some damage. You can tell that it takes him by surprise. He was kind of relying on his quote-unquote magical know-how. So he is taken aback a little bit. He gets a little singed. You can tell that he's starting to slow down. He's not quite bloodied, but he's
getting there.
all right. So Baron Ashbutt, his turn, and yes, I have that written on my page. Baron Ashbutt.
Like ass butt, am I right?
Got him.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was that?
Up.
Yeah. So he's kind of pissed that he was trying to surprise you guys, but then you surprised him anyway.
Surprise, bitch.
Yeah. Somewhere
surprise, motherfucker.
he's kind of cursing the DM, saying, "Why the hell did you roll so low?" But he looks at all three of you and he goes, "All right, my turn." And so he casts something called Asphyxiate. Now, I don't know if your characters are going to know that, but I know that.
I know what it is. That's like this is the move that I was like, guys, you need to kill him.
Yeah.
Would I know what it is because I'm Magic Man?
Maybe.
I mean, just do it. We'll
Yeah.
probably figure it
Yeah,
out
just
after
do
you
it.
cast it.
Yeah. Well, everyone make a Constitution saving throw. I think this is how this works, right? It just does it.
Oh no. I have 6 for Constitution.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I put Constitution as my lowest stat because I don't know what the hell it is.
All right.
It's your health.
Oh no.
All right, Constitution
At the very
saving
least,
throw.
It should be like your third highest.
Oh.
Usually, almost always.
Shit.
Well, I put Wisdom and Intelligence at that.
Hey, my lowest is Constitution 2, but it's a 10 at least.
I rolled a natural 20.
All right.
If you don't believe me, I will
Fuck
send you
you.
a picture right now.
I got a
There you go. It's in the group chat.
Oh, I get +1 to it, so because of my proficiency.
Oh,
So,
that's true.
yeah, I get -2 to Constitution. I got an 18.
All right,
Willix
Dylan.
got a 2.
Oh, okay.
No.
So Kuzco and Mud are.
Oh wait, no! Craig has to make the throw.
Oh,
Alright,
you gotta cut.
Make the throw, Craig.
Craig.
It's a 19.
Craig wins. Craig win.
Craig is good. All right, so this.
If
Baron
Craig
Ashman-
went down, I was going to take this guy's head and carry it with me for the rest of the dungeon.
Baron Ashbutt cast this spell. Kuzco and Mud, you guys kind of shrug it off. So does Craig. Craig's just like, what? The hell did you do? What was that?
Craig yawns while I convulse underneath him.
Yeah. Willix, the goblin, is now having a seizure, right? You are restrained, and your hit points are reduced to 1.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Let me double check something real quick. We go. Dylan, it'll be your take next, I believe.
Well, not much I can do.
Put a band-aid on it.
Yeah. When you're restrained, you can't move, but you can still attack and make actions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Do I make another saving throw at the end of my turn to see if I beat it? Okay,
Go ahead.
so I'll make that at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna point a shaking arm at the Baron and yell, "Craig!" And Craig swoops off my head and makes his way over to the Baron, which is, you said, 5 feet?
Yeah.
Well, shit, I can't shoot him. Can I hit him with my weapon?
you're
I don't know. You're pretty short.
Yeah. You can hit him with your weapon. You can definitely hit him with the spear. I'd give you the hand axe too, or your other one.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll my battle axe.
Yep.
I got a 10.
10 to hit.
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah. No, that whiffs.
Okay. Craig, is Mud in melee with the Baron?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
Because Craig has pack tactics. If it's got a dude next to him, he has advantage on the attack rolls. Don't worry though, his attack only does 1d4 plus 5 damage.
Nice.
Alright.
So first one's a 12, second one is a 14.
These are to hit.
Yeah.
So the first one whiffs, but that second one, it makes it.
Okay. I had advantage, so it was the 14 is my attack roll.
That's right.
Damage. Oh, max 9 piercing.
Nice.
Nice. So with that, Baron Ashbud is actually pretty bloodied by this. You know, Craig comes in and it's just like you just fucked up my owner, so I'm gonna fuck you up. And he just comes in there with his little claws and his little beak, and he's just like, yeah.
I just want to butt in here. I do not own Craig. Craig and I are kindred spirits that met through the whims of the universe. We are partners. I do not own him. Continue.
All right, and with that, we are gonna go back up to the top.
That's brackish.
Oh wait, let me make my constitution. I got 12? That probably doesn't beat it.
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
Alright, still restrained.
Still
Dylan.
convulsing.
What's your max health?
Mine?
Yeah,
45, but I'm at 1, right?
yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh man.
you're 40. My max health is 19, including the Dragonic Bloodline bonus.
That's
Oh my
because you
God.
have 6 Constitution. I have
Yeah.
I'm at
72 health.
19. Christ almighty, you stay up front. I'll keep shooting firebolts over you.
That was the plan.
I'll just dude perfect curve them around you, you know.
All right.
Yeah, like that movie Wanted.
Gonna...
Yeah, I'll wood it all my shots.
All right, Zach, here you go. Go ahead, Mud.
All right. Can advantage on attack stack?
Mm-mm.
No.
Damn it. Oh well, I still have it. That's not that bad. Well, you guys know the drill. I'm going to swing.
Yep.
In fairness of being the DM, am I allowed to say something that would be like groundbreaking in this moment right now?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're the DM. You make the laws.
So,
Yeah.
Baron Ashbutt's attack is technically a 2-turn attack.
Okay.
And if you were to kill him outright right now, Willix's health would remain at 1, technically.
Oh, shit. You better not kill him.
Is that really a thing?
So,
You want me to read it for you?
okay, to make it known, listen, I have lesser restoration. It'll cure 1 disease or 1 condition on whoever I use it on. I can use that on myself to fix that, right?
It's a condition, right?
Yeah, it sounds like a condition to me.
Yeah, you should go to a doctor. Sounds like a
Yeah,
condition.
you should get that checked out.
Technically it's not, but yes, we'll allow it, yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll use a spell slot. Like,
Okay.
a second level. I have
I
2
can
of
sit
those.
here on my thumbs for a round, but that doesn't sound useful.
Yeah, no, you go ahead and swing.
I don't know how to do a lot.
Yeah, you can swing.
Just go ahead
I'm
and
real
swing.
good at what I do know how to do. Alright, so advantages I roll 2 and then pick the highest to hit.
Yep.
Right.
Alright, so 12 and 16. Does 16 make it?
Yes.
16 damage. Am I splitting that hat in half?
You're not splitting the hat in half, but you're separating the head from the body.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you take your massive battle axe and you just whoop, off with his head, and his
I'm
body.
keeping it.
Yeah, his body falls over and it does what bodies do when they fall over. I don't know. They
Would
convulse,
they
maybe?
detach from their head?
Yeah.
I'm keeping the head.
Of course you are.
Let it be a warning.
Okay. Willix, would you like to use your spell slot now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that spell slot to make sure my max health isn't 1
All right.
for the rest of this.
Is it possible to take a short rest?
I doubt it.
Really? Because this is supposed to be like a continuous thing. So.
Okay.
And a short
Well,
rest
I just
isn't
know that
count.
like in WoW you have plenty of time to after a boss to like sit down and eat food.
Oh, well,
Oh, wait.
yeah. You can have a brief moment to like eat something real quick, but
Is anybody hurt?
No,
I mean, you guys are at 1 health.
no,
just
it's
me.
Dylan.
that's just Dylan.
Just me. Just Willix.
Just Willix.
I am okay.
You're making it.
So let me get this straight.
Oh.
You're gonna use this spell slot to remove this quote-unquote condition to basically nullify his spell and bring you back up to max health 45, right?
Yeah, I'm casting Lesser Restoration, which,
Cool.
yeah, as long as you're okay with it, I'm going to
Yes.
use it to remove that. Thank God.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm going to explain this just for shits and giggles. Baron Ashbury, asphyxiate. Holy shit, why can't I say that?
It's a hard word.
All hostile creatures within 20 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw of DC 13 or be restrained. If the target is restrained, its hit points are reduced to 1. On his next turn, Baron Ashbury's speed is reduced to 0, and he must use Stay of Execution as his action. Stay of Execution says he has pity on you, and everyone that has asphyxiation regains health equal to half of their maximum hit points.
Well, so he's a kind guy, and when it comes down to it, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
So basically, he just cursed me and died before he could turn the curse
Yeah.
off. So I'm
Pretty
just stuck
much.
just...
Pretty
Well,
much.
had I known that that's how it would have worked, I would have just sat on my thumb.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I just assumed he was gonna, shoot you in the head or something.
Yeah.
I would have just firebolted him.
So Mud picks up
Maybe
the
almighty DM.
the decapitated Baron.
Yep.
Right.
I wrap it in like that little short cape he had. Tie it up. I don't care to have it. Well, it needs to hang somehow on my loincloth. I don't really.
We'll figure that out later, big guy.
While you're figuring that out,
It's pretty metal.
pack leader comes running. You're not really smelling much smoke anymore, but you can kind of smell it on him a little bit. A few of the other Worgen walk up. You assume that the rest...
I start waving my hand. Whew, buddy, when are you gonna quit smoking? I can smell it from here, dude. What are those, menthols?
He ignores your comments, looks at not the head, but at the body, and says, "Those are the robes of Argol." And you don't know how he knows that. But he kind of takes a half a second and says, you guys should take that. But when he says you guys, he looks more at Kuzco than anyone else.
Oh shit. Loot!
Right on, man.
Yeah, we have loot in this.
Loot the bodies. Loot the bodies.
What you gonna get? What you gonna get?
What am I gonna get?
Cool. For sake of convenience, we're going to put this into the chat so that you just know what it is.
Here, I'll read it aloud.
Yeah.
Robes of Argol. Wondrous item rare, requires attunement. The robes of the late Archmage Argol are midnight black and edged with the color of moonlight. While you wear the robe, you gain the following benefits. +1 bonus to spell attack and damage rolls when you are under moonlight. You can see as well in moonlight as you can in daylight. And once per long rest, you may cast Moonbeam. Moonbeam's a cool spell. You should look that up.
I will definitely look that up.
Sweet.
All right.
I swear to God.
I think even I could have used those robes.
Would have dropped your armor to nothing.
Dude, you're not edgy
I don't
enough.
have armor.
I mean, you're wearing like medium armor, right?
Nope.
Loincloth.
No, his muscles are just so rock solid.
I get added points to my armor class whenever I'm going like unarmed or unarmored,
Whenever you're going commando. Yeah.
based on my constitution.
Whenever he's
modifier.
Rainbow.
I did the math. It was about the same if I wore medium armor and if I wore nothing, so I just chose to go with nothing.
Gotcha.
It wasn't by choice for me.
So you pick up the robes. On the pack leader kind of nods over to his Worgen, and the three of them kind of rush in to this room that y'all were just kind of now getting into. They go down the stairwells that's to your right. You can kind of see the beginnings of a jail cell. You don't know who's down there or anything. You can't really see to it. You infer that this was more of a torture chamber than a holding area, and it was very makeshift, very hurry up. And at the same time, the pack leader sees the door that is behind him. Like, he looks over and sees the door, and goes over and he rips the bar off and just shoves it. And that's where we will.
All right.
Yep.
Party. End of episode. Enjoy the show? Check out our Twitter @Dungeon Derailed. There you will also find a link to our intro music creator, Adam Zapp. Please go there, check out more of his stuff, because it is so good. Should I say something else besides so good? It is the bomb diggity. Thank you, Beth. This adventure was created by James Wyken. Thank you very much, James Wyken. And a special shout outs to Blizzard Entertainment, the actual creators of the Shadowfang Keep dungeon in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Right on.
Hell yeah.
Can I state for the record, I'm not a llama. I am Kuzo.
Sorry, I just like calling you Cusco.
I know. My character is most certainly not a llama.
Alright, I'm stopping the
That sounds
recording,
like
guys.
Exactly what a llama would say.
Yep.
God damn it.